Famitsu is a line of Japanese video game magazines published by Enterbrain, Inc. and Tokuma. Famitsu is published in both weekly and monthly formats as well as in the form of special topical issues devoted to only one console, video game company, or other theme. Shukan Famitsu, the original Famitsu publication, is considered the most widely read and respected video game news magazine in Japan. From October 28, 2011, Enterbrain began releasing the digital version of the magazine exclusively on Book Orca Weekly. History. The first issue of Famitsu was published on June 6, 1986 as Famicom Tsūshin. It was published semi-regularly thereafter, going through periods of monthly, bi-monthly, and quarterly publication. On July 19, 1991, the magazine was renamed to Shukan Famicom Tsūshin and issues were published weekly thereafter. Alongside the weekly magazine, a monthly version called Enc.and Famicom Tsūshin was also published. At the start of 1996, the magazines underwent another name change, truncating their titles to Shukan Famitsu and Enc.and Famitsū. The magazine was published by ASCII from its founding through March 2000 when it was sold to Enterbrain, Inc. Shukan Famitsu and Enc.and Famitsū. The name Famitsu is a portmanteau abbreviation of Famicom Tsūshin. The word Famicom itself comes from a portmanteau abbreviation of family computer, the dominant video game console in Japan during the 1980s. The first issue was published on June 6, 1986. Today, Shukan Famitsu features multi-platform coverage. Shukan Famitsu is a weekly publication concentrating on video game news and reviews, and is published every Thursday with a circulation of 500,000 per issue. Enc.and Famitsū is published monthly. Neki, the Fox Famitsu magazine, covers alternately feature pop idols or actresses on even-numbered issues and the Famitsu mascot, Neki the Fox, in odd-numbered issues. Year-end and special editions all feature Neki dressed as popular contemporary video game characters. Neki is the cartoon creation of artist Susumu Matsuda, and he takes the form of a costumed fox. The costumes worn by Neki reflect current popular video games. Neki's name was chosen according to a reader poll, and it derives from a complex Japanese pun. Neki is actually the reverse of the Japanese word for fox, kitsune, and his original connection to Famicom Tsūshin is intended to evoke the bark of the fox, the Japanese onomatopoeia of which is kon-kon. Special topic: Famitsū. Famitsu publishes other magazines dedicated to particular consoles. Currently in circulation are Intamikusu, is written for an older audience and covers retro gaming. It has been published monthly since November 2010. Famitsu Connect, on reports on online gaming. Famitsu DS Plus Wii reports on Nintendo platforms. The magazine was formerly known as Famitsu 64 and then Famitsu Cube based on whatever platforms Nintendo was producing games for at the time. Famitsu GRI reports on mobile gaming via GRI. Famitsu Mobile reports on mobile gaming via Mobile. Former special topics: Famitsu spin-offs that are no longer in circulation include Famitsu Brothers. Was written for younger audiences and concentrated on video game and hints and strategy. It was published monthly and went defunct in September 2002. Famicom was a comic and manga magazine published irregularly between 1992 and 1995. Famitsu DC reported on Sega platforms news and covered the Dreamcast. Previous incarnations of this magazine included Sega Saturn Tsūshin, which covered the Sega Saturn, with earlier issues covering earlier Sega platforms. Famitsu Sister covered Bishoujo games. Satellaview Tsūshin covered the Satellaview. It was published monthly and ran for only 12 issues from May 1995 to May 1996. Its inaugural issue was the May 1995 issue of Gekkan Famicom Tsūshin. Virtual Boy Tsūshin covered the Virtual Boy. Only one issue was ever published in 1995. Famitsu PS began publication in May 1996, and reported on Sony Platforms News. It was later known as Famitsu PS2 and Famitsu PSP plus PS3 before being discontinued in March 2010. Famitsu Wave DVD covered events, film, and previews. Each magazine included a DVD disc with video game footage. It was published monthly and went defunct in May 2011. Famitsu Xbox 360 reported on Xbox and Xbox 360 News. It went defunct in 2013. Scoring. Video games are graded in Famitsu via a cross-review, in which a panel of 4 video game reviewers each give a score from 0 to 10. The scores of the 4 reviewers are then added up for a maximum possible score of 40. From the 22 games awarded with a perfect score as of 2014 update, 3 are for the Nintendo DS and 5 are for the Wii. The PlayStation 3 also has 5 games with a perfect score, and the Xbox 360 has 4, with both consoles having 2 titles in common. The others are for different platforms with only 1 title each. As of 2014 update, every game but 2 with a perfect score are from a Japanese company, 8 of them being developed by Nintendo, 4 by Square Enix, 3 by Sega, 2 by Konami and 1 by Capcom. As of 2014 update, the only 2 completely foreign games to achieve a perfect score are The Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim by Bethesda Softworks and Grand Theft Auto 5 from Rockstar Games. Other foreign games that have achieved near-perfect scores are LA Noire, Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto 4, all 3 of which came from Rockstar Games, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty, Black Ops, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 all from Activision, although published by Square Enix in Japan, and Gears of War 3 from Epic Games. Awards. Famitsu administers the Famitsu Awards. Video games receive a number of different awards in categories like Innovation, Biggest Hit, Rookie Award, Highest Quality, etc. 1 or 2 Game of the Year awards are granted as the top prize. Top prize winners are determined by a combination of critical and fan review scores as well as sales figures. Relationship with other magazines. UK trade magazine MCV and Famitsu have an exclusive partnership which sees news and content from each magazine appear in the other.